Mr. Blessin, è un piacere.
Oh, this sounds really good, Mr. I never heard such a nice Mr. Blessin. It's really great.
È un piacere averlo a Buon Calcio a Tutti.
Sì?
E siamo contenti che tramite Buon Calcio a Tutti la sentiranno in tutto il mondo.
So thank first of all, Mr. Blessin.
So the first sentence I get.
Yes,
so
yes. Thank you for your availability to this interview. So the first question is a description of your way of working. So describe Blessin as coach and his game.
So I have to describe my game, but then it's I don't want to be an open book for everyone. So we have many opponents, and this is now for sure. I want to play with a high intensity, with a good mentality against the ball, and with courage in the game. So football is a game of many mistakes, and when you are afraid of making mistakes in football, you are always in a bad position. And this is what I think about football. Makes football interesting when you play with a lot of courage. Saying, okay, when I make a mistake, no problem. I'm fight for the next scene, and I go on. So this is working on that.
Il suo rapporto con i calciatori.
How is your relationship with players?
You must ask the players. I don't know what they say. Oh, go away or something like that. I don't know. So I want to have a good relationship. I want to talk with the players often on the pitch, and to. I was a player too, but not the best player. So in this moment, it's for me always important what they're thinking on the pitch. And for this is the cause I go to the players and talk. And sometimes it's like this, sometimes it's like this, kicking in the ass. So every player is in this moment individual.
Le sue idee innovative possono far bene a questo calcio italiano malato.
Which are the more innovative ideas, your ideas for the Italian football?
Oh, I think when you but now I have no glass. The question is, for me, I watched to the European Championship the Italian football, and I said it's amazing how they play in the group phase. In the moment they played amazing, and I watched really the games. I'm sitting there, and it was really nice to see. And now, 2 years later, it's about this. The Italian tifosis and squadra is not at the World Cup. It's for me horrible, because I thought I can celebrate here with the Italians the next World Cup, having nice games. But I think there was something going wrong in the last two years. Yeah, being the European Championship and not qualifying then in the 2 years later. For sure, you can always say it. Some important players are missing in the final games, like Bonucci, like Chiellini and Chiesa. But is this the only causa? I don't know. So I'm in this moment a little bit too far away. So, and I think there are other guys in the Italian football with Mancini, and really intelligent people to make. To overthink what is going wrong, and to come back stronger.
Nel calcio di oggi chi non è veloce e fisico è tagliato fuori.
In modern football, who isn't fast and physical is cut out.
More or less, when you look at the Champions League, about the games with a high intensity, like they play in England with the top teams, you need physical strength, and you need the power to play, and this combined with technical skills, this bring you on a higher level.
Il sistema di gioco è relativo, contano impostazioni individuali, marcamenti, inserimenti, combinazioni di gioco.
So the game system, the structure is relative. For you are more important individual skills, man markings, moving into spaces.
Yeah, this is the situation. For me, it's not individual. I think the most important thing is that you see a team on the pitch, and this character of every player, that nobody stands over the team. So everybody has to fight for the team and give everything for the team. So this structure, like I said, against the ball is very, very important when we talk about compactness, when you talk about the situation how to play against the ball. Individual creative elements with the ball is for sure. You need these moments to score goals. So combine this brings you, I think, on a higher level, yes?
Sono più importanti gli schemi o i calciatori?
So game plans are more important than players, or not?
I think when you have individual quality like Ronaldo, like Messi, they can, when you say about these players, they can decide games. This is for sure. But I think when you work with the whole team, the possibility that you win games with this structure as a team together is higher than rely on one person. So I think to put the responsibility on more shoulders than on one. So the quality is always good, but I think when the players think about this and the players work together, the possibility is much more higher to win games.
Qual è l'allenatore migliore? Quello che fa rendere al massimo ciò che ha in rosa o quello che sa adattare meglio ciò che ha in rosa al suo credo tattico?
So who is the best coach? Who makes the best with the squad he has, or who knows how to adapt the squad to his tactical ideas?
This is a very good question. I'm searching for the answer, but I think who is successful or who is good? Is this coach good who wins games? Is this coach good who develops young players and bring them on another level? But for sure, what comes out is the situation, and football is a very fast business. To be honest, when you lose 10 games in a row, you can work good with the guys and you are out, you're fired. So football is a game of results, and then it's a question when you are a good coach. So I think combine everything. So and for me it's always like this. I like to work with young players because in the most cases they are open-minded, but for me in this case I like it really to work with experienced players, because you get always a response about this, working to them, and they are in this moment when they are open. It's really nice to have them because they have the experience to talk about this, and this is really good. But for me in this case is the first argument always not talking about young or old player. So it's a good or a bad player, if his willingness to bring his quality on the pitch, and then it doesn't matter if he's old or young. But for sure, sorry, when I said about young players are more open for new things, and for sure when you talk about the intensity of the training and about the recovering, young players can adapt faster. This is for sure often a situation you find in the clubs.
Mister, qual è il segreto della rivitalizzazione di calciatori quasi assenti nelle prime 22 giornate di campionato?
So, which is the secret of the regeneration of players who were almost absent in previous matches?
For sure, when we talk about the intensity of the game, and this is now the situation, playing full gas for 90 minutes, it's not always possible, because nobody can run 15 kilometers in a game, so you need phases where you have to recover. But in these cases you have to recover with the ball. So and there you have to find a good combination of having this power football and recovering phases, and then not making in these special moments the game slower, only for recovering. Otherwise you have I want always a high intensity with the ball and against the ball, but for sure you have to find moments in the game where you have to recover.
Lei e il suo staff siete buoni professionisti dalla tattica della sua squadra. Avete preparato 8 gare perfettamente sui difetti e sui pregi degli avversari.
You and your staff have made a good job of the tactics. You have prepared the 8 games very well tactically, and to cope with the opponents, studying the opponents, all very skills. So is a good question, or is wrong?
I think it's yeah, but this is not only my job. This is the job of all the people, the players, the staff. You tell about the video analyst, the assistant coach, and Johannes Bors as a sporting director. So I think all together we come together and we have the same view on the kind of playing, how we want to play, and this is very important in the club. I think, yeah, that you have the same thinking about how we want to play football. So this is the first thing, and the second thing I forgot. But okay, we had 8 games, and for sure we are now in a good position, but we reached nothing. So what are we talking about? Okay, a few weeks before, I think nobody thinks that we can reach this target. Now we are in a range that we can say, okay, it's nice, 8 games to play, and there is a big chance to stay in Serie A. So this is our mission, but till now, to this point, we have not reached anything. So we have to work hard for the next weeks to reach the target, but I think this target comes closer and closer.
Al Genoa sono contenti anche quelli che giocano poco, quelli che sono in panchina, sono sempre pronti quando entrano. È per merito della sua mentalità vincente o per la sua didattica?
Also, who has played less is happy to be trained at the Genoa in this moment. So it's only the result of winning, your winning mentality, or the result of your teaching?
That's always, football is sometimes you have luck or not. Is the ball going in or out? Is it a penalty or not? Hey, ciao! Ciao, come sta? Bene! Ah, Forza Genoa! Ah, sì! Okay, yeah, we did our job, but the question is, at the beginning they said, okay, a draw is too less. A draw is too less always. So what can you say about this? Pareggio, and then, but to come out you need winnings, for sure, Vittoria. So in this moment I said, no, in this moment when you see all the games, we had enough chances to win the games. So and when we play like this with a good structure against the ball and creating good chances, victory against Torino, it was like this, that the points against the other teams are now a little bit more worth than before, for sure. When you have then 7 points in a row, the others perhaps don't take the points out of the games, and you have then 3 points. But we have to work on this, and but for sure we are doing our job, and the guys are doing at the moment a good job, because they are trying to bring our kind of style on the pitch, and they are open for this, and this is the cause they played good, and for sure we have a great staff team, and it's not only my job, it's a whole group, I think, which makes at the moment a good job. But for sure, like I said, we can nothing buy for this, so we have still eight games to run.
Lei per me utilizza il total pressing olandese di Rinus Michel.
Pressing olandese?
Total pressing di Rinus Michel.
Rinus Michel.
Cruyff,
Ok.
Cruyff e compagnia. Più che il gegenpressing tedesco. Qual è la differenza tra total pressing e gegenpressing?
Which is the difference between total pressing, Rinus Michel's total pressing and gegenpressing?
I think you have to compare. Pressing is I want to attack the first ball or the pass windows. So the counter pressing, the gegen pressing is always a situation when you lose the ball. This is the most important situation, how to react after the phase when you lose the ball, how I react. So, and this is I think some teams said I want to stay really fast, come behind the ball and come in a deeper position to secure my goal. And there are other philosophies which saying, okay, we want to press immediately, and this is then the gegenpressing.
Lei ha fatto innamorare calciatori, tifosi e Cappello. Cappello non ha mai parlato bene di un allenatore straniero. Vuol ringraziarlo.
When I heard this, and this is from my side, this is Capello and this is me. So Capello is really, I like him as a coach, but I was really honored that such a big coach and a legend is talking about you like this. But I think, like I said, I have nothing reached till now. I implement some situations, and this is not only my work; it's the work of the whole group, and this is for me very important. But for sure, when such a big guy says these things about you, it's nice. But for sure, I can nothing buy from me. So for me, it's a target to reach our goals, and this is to stay in Serie A. But for sure, when you such a nice guy. What can you say about this? So for sure it's nice.
Genoa per Blessin.
It's better when you say, oh no, you're a stupid guy or something like this. It's always nice when you hear such things. Huh? So what can I say? Yeah, for sure I have an ego.
Il Genoa per Blessin.
This is a simple question. What is Genoa for Blessin?
Oh, have the feeling that I have here a second home. You can't normally say this, and in football business it's really difficult. But I was 8 years in Leipzig, and I had really a nice time. Then I had really 1.5 really nice years in Ostende. This was my first club, coming from the youth team to the adults to the professional team, and we had really amazing time. But this is normally when you said this, like the situation coming to a club and having success, and then not thinking that the next club you have the same feeling, and that it comes so fast with the fans and with the club that I feel so welcome. At the beginning, after the losing game against Fiorentina, the situation was really down. And then a German unknown coach comes and everybody says, oh, grande misere, a German Tedeschi coming as a coach and want to rescue Genoa. So a big problem. So for me it was really okay how the fans react, and that we reach that the team stands like a 12 men behind us. It's for me absolutely amazing, and this is why I'm feeling really great to have this job in this great club.
I genuani cantano Gente di mare.
Oh, nice song.
Prossimamente potrebbero cantare una canzone di Celentano. Sport e Blessin, siete la coppia più bella del mondo.
Adriano Celentano. Oh, it's a great actor. I love him.
The couple is Blessin and sports. So you
I think a person is never bigger as a club. So I work here. I love it to work, but the club is always bigger as everyone. So for me, it's a great pleasure to be here a coach, but I don't see me in such a big role. Sorry, I'm not so important.
Sono più di 2000 i tifosi del Genoa a Verona di lunedì.
Sì.
Che messaggio vuol mandare ai tifosi del Genoa del presente e per il futuro?
Final question. As it stands in this moment, there will be 2,000 supporters at Bentegodi in Verona in a Monday
Lunedì.
in a Monday night. What do you want to say to the supporters? You want to send a message to them?
Yeah, that I'm proud that really in a short moment so much tickets go out. So they opened, I think, a second stage to come, and this is amazing. And come and celebrate with us the next game, and the players will give everything, and we try to steal the next 3 points. And this is to have the fans in our back is in our situation the most important thing.
Grazie mister.
Mille grazie.
Grazie a te.